Hey guys, Gumi from the Weebhut here with a new Kingdom Hearts video on something I've been thinking about doing for a while now. I wanted to highlight a character that I believe rarely gets talked about in the community, who is also the cause of many divisive arguments. No matter what kind of fan you are, you likely have a strong opinion one way or the other about this character, and I'm here to give my opinion, while also suggesting the importance of said character in Kingdom Hearts 3. If you haven't guessed it by now, I'm going to be talking about Xion. Now before we continue, if you enjoy our videos, please like and or subscribe. Check the description for links to our social media pages as well. In regard to the video, I'm ready for the potential heated conversations that this will bring, and I welcome them, so let's get started. So this discussion will be in 3 parts. First, I'll give a brief summary of Xion, just to, get your memories back of her. Then I'll give my opinions about the character, and then I'll describe what role I think she'll have in Kingdom Hearts 3. So first, for the summary. We're first introduced to Xion in 358 over 2 days as this mysterious, secret 14th member to Organization 13 that took place before the events of Kingdom Hearts 2, during and after the events at Castle Oblivion in Chain of Memories. From the start, this character's entire existence is a mystery, as the player immediately starts to wonder why an interquel is the first time this character is ever mentioned. What happened to them? Xion starts out as a lifeless puppet, responding to those that talk to them with no emotion. As the days march onwards, Xion begins to develop more of a personality, befriending both Roxas and Axel. For some reason, Xion can also use the Keyblade, the reason for which is given later on in the story. Weird things start to happen, as we get hints of other people looking at Xion and seeing a different person compared to the girl that Roxas sees her as. Roxas sees her as a girl that looks similar to Kairi. Axel sees her as identical to Naminé according to a secret report. Xigbar and or Braig sees her as Ven, while Saïx sees nothing but a lifeless puppet. The key here is that if someone previously had a connection to someone that was a part of Sora in the past, they see Xion as that person, while anyone that had no previous connection sees her as nothing. We learn that Xion is comprised of memories given form that have yet to return to Sora, which is the reason for others seeing her as different people, and she needs to return to Sora just as Roxas did in order for him to wake up again. Cue existential crisis as she slowly comes to terms with this reality, comes to accept it, while Roxas takes it a bit harder. Xion, we learn, was the catalyst for why Roxas and Riku end up fighting in Dark City from the very first secret ending in the series. Enraged by the organization's treatment of him and his friends, he intends to storm into their castle and essentially one-man army Xemnas and the rest of the organization loyal to him. Riku fights him to stop him from doing this, because it would be problematic if Roxas died in the process, as Sora would possibly never wake up again. Personally, I like the character of Xion. There are many fans that say she's just a filler character and completely useless to the plot, introducing drama for the sake of drama, complicating things for the sake of it, and more. But I feel that her existence was valuable. In many ways, her kind of character is the first thing that comes to mind when one first hears about nobodies. As a being made up of only transient memories, her life is truly something that was never meant to happen. Her memories are not her own, her feelings are not her own, and she has no concrete form. She encapsulates the existential questions brought up by many of the characters in the series, about what it means to be whole and to have a heart.
Why? Kingdom Hearts. Where is my heart?
The tragedy of Roxas is fleshed out even more, and while many will say that she ultimately didn't matter as everyone forgets about her by the end of the game, this is not true in the slightest. We learn in Dream Drop Distance that nobodies can regrow hearts, and with that knowledge, we can assume that Roxas and Axel were perhaps closer than the others in that regard. I've had more than one remark with friends over the years about how they talk remarkably normal for nobodies. Even though Roxas forgot her in his conscious memory, there's more to memory than just what you can recall at any given time. The feelings from a moment that you forgot can still be etched into you, only needing the smallest trigger to bring them rushing back to the surface. We see this in Kingdom Hearts 2. Sora sheds a tear when saying his farewells to Hainer, Pence, and Alette, Roxas's friends, that he has no memory of, but still reacts to the moment. Xion is an important part of Roxas's heart, whether he knows it or not, and this has been solidified and confirmed by Nomura when she shows up in front of Sora at the end of Dream Drop Distance, even though he's twice removed from any kind of contact with her. So no, her character was not filler, as what we've seen in this series proves that her actions can still affect Sora in the future. Now, with this knowledge, I think we can safely assume that Xion is going to have a role in Kingdom Hearts 3. So far, we've gotten confirmation that the game is going to heavily involve attempting to save or make their own person the people that were connected to Sora, as we see him desperately trying to figure out how to bring Roxas back. Xion is the most elusive and difficult person that this could be attempted for, so I believe her role will be a big one. Specifically, I believe that she will be one of the last 2 confirmed members of Xehanort's true Organization 13. Here are all of the confirmed members we've seen and know about from the trailers, including Dream Drop Distance. So first we have Master Xehanort, Young Xehanort, Ansem, Seeker of Darkness, Xemnas, Xigbar, Saïx, Marluxia, Larxene, Vanitas, Aqua, Luxord, Demyx, which is speculative, and Xion, speculative but probable. There are some people that also say Replica Riku, as we've seen him confirmed to be in Kingdom Hearts 3 as well, but I'll expand on that in a bit. There are only 2 slots left that we can speculate on. My reasoning for Xion being in Organization 13 is from Xehanort's line in the Toy Story world during one of the recent trailers. He's there because he's interested in the toys. His quote is, "There is a darkness we are missing and must reclaim. The way hearts connect in this world can provide us with a clue. So we made a copy of the world and then pulled those hearts apart." So puppets, given life even though they should not have any. A darkness that used to belong to them that they want to reclaim. He's interested in learning about filling an empty shell with a heart. Xion, and admittedly Replica Riku, fit the bill perfectly. Now, I know that there's one thing you might be thinking right now, but wait, Weebhut Jr. When Xion disappeared, everyone forgot about her, including Xehanort, so how could he possibly be consciously aware of her? My answer to this is time travel, and what young Xehanort says specifically in Dream Drop Distance about his own memories. So first, he states plainly when talking to Sora, that even though he will not remember the events that transpired in the future when he returns to his own body in the past, the feeling will stay with him. And secondly, it is unknown exactly what time Xemnas was pulled from the past to join their true Organization 13. Who's to say it's not the Xemnas from the time that Xion was around, in which case they would have full knowledge. Finally, she has to come back in some way, as Nomura seems to have firmly established the 3 trios of heroes in the story: Terra, Ven, Aqua, Roxas, Axel, Xion, and Sora, Riku, Kairi. He is not going to end the game without each of these 3 groups completely whole again. So there you have it, my thoughts on how Xion is going to make a grand re-entrance to the series in Kingdom Hearts 3. I'm interested to know your thoughts on it, and why or why not. Do you like Xion as a character, or do you think she's just filler? Do you think she's pointless? Thanks for watching, Weebhut out.
See you soon.